Okay, these are things that are playing with you like you are kids. Okay, these are the things that are behind everything that you see that's vulgar, disgusting, fucked up, completely out of whack. You'll see, I'll show you. And it's so obvious, but I'll show you. Okay. These things have been around for a long time. And if you go look at the vid that I just sent, you'll see that whirlpool, those things, that's what's bringing Japan down. These things are coming up out of the ground. Okay, and they can use their global ice or whatever the fuck they want to say. These things are rising. You know, this is the behemoth. Go look at the biblical behemoth. These are the behemoth. These things are coming out of the ground. And there is no way to stop them. And, you know, and I mean, I don't even like making a video like this because, I mean, I could lay it out and show it to you. But right now, I showed this one other guy, there's some shit going on in Israel, which means Saturn and Phoenicia, where the noises of these things. And it's very, very bizarre. These are not reptilians. These are look like they're of the structure of an ant. Kind of like an ant, but a real big one. You know, that's really all I wanted to say. We are a food source for something. FEMA camps they want to force people into smaller areas. That's why Louisiana will never be repopulated. That's why people are losing their homes and they will never be bought again, because they want to force everybody into a smaller area. And I can put this together in a video and I can show you. But it's so bizarre that, I mean, I don't even like talking about it. It's so bizarre. I've held off on it for a long time. We are a food source, and this is just something that happens every couple thousand years, 2,000 or 3,000 years, as it was in the days of Noah, and then it starts all over again. It's kind of like the 16 or 17 year locusts. They only come out one time, bang, and then they're gone. Pink Floyd has a song. It's called "Us and Them." You know, The Simpsons. If any of you ever watched The Simpsons, were the one where Kent Brockman, the reporter, said, "Well, I'd like to welcome our ant overlords."
Gentlemen, we've just lost the picture, but what we've seen speaks for itself. The Corvair spacecraft has apparently been taken over, conquered, if you will, by a master race of giant space ants. It's difficult to tell from this vantage point whether they will consume the captive Earthmen or merely enslave them. One thing is for certain, there is no stopping them. The ants will soon be here. And I, for one, welcome our new insect overlords. I'd like to remind them that as a trusted TV personality, I can be helpful in rounding up others to toil in their underground sugar cave.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of truth in cartoons and in TV. I told you, those things in the abyss, this is what this is, that's what this is. Okay, it's communication, long-distance communication, mental telepathy. Those are the things, those thoughts get in the heads of certain men that allow them in. And they don't have any empathy. They could care less about humanity, so they send men to war. Ants are very militaristic. They're very precise in their movements, and so that they have no problem in watching people die. They have no. When Jesus asked the spirit, "What is your name?" he said, "My name is Legion, for we are many." If you look up the entomology of an ant, it says there is no specific name for the ant because there's too many species. I can make a video on this, and it's almost too freaky to make it. I've got it laid out. I showed a guy earlier today, the guy that's on here now, and it's blatant. I mean, it's literally blatant for what this is. You know, they're creating scenarios to move us all into a smaller area. They're moving all into a smaller area. No, there's no specific name for an ant. They're called ants, but as a whole, there's too many of them. So, you know, they're just classified as ants. But these things, the BP oil rig came down because of those things. I have pictures of huge, massive holes in the seafloor that are massive. You know, we like to think that we're the end-all be-all of creation, but you know what? It's just like Horton Hears a Who. We're just a little blip on something else. You know, in my opinion, I mean, I can lay it out for you, and you look at it and go, fuck. I'm telling you, there is a sound that's coming out of Israel right now that is very eerie, and it's just like the sound in a movie from a long time ago. You know, I mean, I can lay it out. I don't want to go really too much more into this because it's so bizarre. The whole New World Order and all that. No, you are a food product. That's why the Jews call you a goyim. You're cattle. You're there for the slaughter. Okay? This is so bizarre. I don't even know what to say. And I thought about this for a long time. I would have brought this out, you know, if it wasn't, you know, something that was really getting on my nerves. But I really, that's what my conclusion is. That we are being set up. You know, what is with the FEMA coffins? Now they hold 4 people. When people are dead, go look at any Holocaust movie. They would dig a big dish and push everybody in with a bulldozer. They didn't pre-package them. There's something going on here. And we are a food source for something else. Blood, in many religions, is considered the soul, not what you consider the soul, because it's a life force. Get out of there. There's something going on here, very, very weird. And I'm telling you, those things that are in the bottom, the behemoths, are called the gods of chaos. They were here before we were. They were forced under the sea. I don't know what else to say. You know, I probably should just end this thing right now. You know, just cut this off. If I made a video on it, most people wouldn't understand it. I mean, you guys would because you'd see the connections. But for somebody just stepping in here, I mean, this is bizarre. And I mean, I wouldn't be making this if I thought I was going to be called crazy. We are being set up. We are a food source for something else. That's what happened to the people in the days of Noah. It wasn't a flood of water. It was a flood of something. A flood is just overwhelming. You can be flooded with emotions. It doesn't mean you got drenched with water. There is something, and the best I can say it's the behemoth, that's coming to take you. It says that there's a soul reaping, or whatever you want to call it. The stuff that's going on with Japan, those things are coming up out of the abyss. Period. And there's nothing that man can do. That's it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you guys can write me off if you want to. I'm just telling you, we're being set up. I've been saying that for a long time. We're being set up. And we're being set up because we're a food source for something else. And those things, they communicate. They're not insects like you see on the ground. They can communicate. They're highly intelligent. The Bible says they exist and what the power is. It says that they're the communicators of the air, the princes of the air, Satan, Ephesians 2:2. And the people that do this crap allow those things to get in their head and take over their head because they get riches and they get that stuff. And so they get them to do the things that put us in the positions we're in. But we're being set up. Here, I'll send you a link to something, okay? And there is no way that this is a coincidence. Just hang with me for a minute.
I tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct within a year.
By direction of the President of the United States, stay in your homes, I repeat. Stay in your homes. Your personal safety, the safety of the entire city, depends upon your full cooperation with the military authorities.
Yes, cities, nations, even civilization itself, threatened with annihilation, because in one moment of history-making violence, nature, mad, rampant, wrought its most awesome creation.
For born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust were things so horrible, so terrifying, so hideous. There is no word to describe them.
We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true, and there shall be destruction and darkness come up in creation, and the beast shall reign over the earth.
Yes, the earth, the skies above and the seas below, infested by swarms of nightmare creatures, crueler, deadlier than the armored giants of prehistoric eras. Here is a wild, headlong flight into terror as the desert erupts with the grim battle for survival. Here is a fear-frenzied moment of suspense as mankind totters before a thing that multiplies faster than it can be killed. Here is a desperate plunge into the black depths of the earth, where human courage challenges the brute force, the slashing jaws, the poison fangs that guard the subterranean nest where the beast spawns its terrible progeny.
To all units, condition red. Drain 267 is the target area. Repeat, condition red. Drain 267 is the target area.
Is there any type of gas we could use?
No, we can't take a chance. It might poison the whole city.
This is a very old movie, but I want you to watch the very beginning when the word "then" comes out in red and blue. And it's very interesting because whoever did this, the movie was filmed in black and white, but whoever did this put this like this. I have never seen this promo. I only saw it about 20 minutes before I put this on. Okay? And you guys watch the whole promo. You watch the whole promo. What they're alluding to are the things in the deep. Watch the whole promo. Okay? I already knew that these things were what they look like because it tells you in the Bible that they're down there. Yeah, you guys don't see things the way I do. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Later.